not drive, right?
Yeah, I think we're heading that direction.
Road trips are fun.
Dude, you see so much stuff. There's so many more things to see and do, and you're like, oh, you make a decision. I'm going to stop here.
Let's go see the ball of yarn.
That's right,
Let's go to the Wild Turkey Distillery. All right, yeah. We're just talking about road trips. So if you're in Central Indiana, well, I guess you don't have to be in Central Indiana, but make a road trip to Bourbon Land. Wild Turkey. Have you been there?
I have not.
I cannot believe you have not been there.
I can't. Yeah.
Jamie is like I think there's one other person that might be a bigger Wild Turkey nerd that I know than you. Tony
Napier.
Is he? Like
he is a aficionado of Wild Turkey.
Yeah, but there's so much to see and do. Just get in the car and drive down there. Check it out. But anyway, probably obvious. We're doing a little bit of a review on Wild Turkey today. Now, this brand, I mean, you kind of clued me into it a couple years ago. Like, man, it's the best. And I'm not gonna say it's not. But they have so many things coming out. I'd love to get some of their special releases, but I don't see them.
But you can't find them, and if you can find them, you couldn't afford them.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to take a mortgage out on your house, and it's they are gonna rebrand an 8-year.
I think what I heard is the 101 is going to start carrying an age statement of 8 years or something like that. Because there's been some chatter that the 101, depending on what year you bought it, is going to taste a lot different.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they're trying to bring some consistency. And one of the things I heard or read or whatever is when they come out with the 8-year age statement on the 101, it's basically more or less going to be the thing they just came out with. The
Traveler?
No. The 70th anniversary.
70th anniversary, the Russell.
It's basically going to be that.
Yeah.
True or not, I don't really know.
Yeah.
But no, I'm glad you clued me into this because it's yet another distillery that makes a lot of stuff, and it has its own flavor profile. And I used to I don't know why, but I had no reason. I used to not be a turkey fan, but I would say I'm getting there. There's a couple of things that they offer that are phenomenal.
They offer some, they do. Yeah.
All right. First, we got the 101.
Yeah.
This is quote budget. You can find it everywhere.
You can find it everywhere, including CVS. Yeah, this is
so good.
It's that standard bourbon with.
And you said you've had this bottle for a little bit.
Yeah, this one I have.
Because I think I have a 101 here somewhere, and I don't remember it smelling as good as this.
Yeah, and so there's talk out there that the 101. I don't know if it's the recipe is changing or the mash bill is changing or how they're storing it's changing, but there's been chatter of the 101 is just not as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
And so I've been kind of holding on to this.
It's probably smart because this
I
has
got
a phenomenal
this bottle
nose.
For my 50th birthday from my buddy Brad Fleetwood and Christy Fleetwood.
So I haven't talked to Brad in a while. Brad, I hope you tune in.
Yeah. So they gave me this for my 50th, and I've kind of
that's a throwback, man.
I just use it for tastings, and so.
Well, clearly you haven't had that many tastings.
No, they've all been here. They've all been at the Mojo Whiskey Bar. But it does have that standard Wild Turkey nose on it.
Yeah, so this is like the signature, so to speak. I mean,
this is the signature.
It's got a fair amount of oakiness on it.
Yeah.
There's some sweetness on the nose.
Yeah, it's dive into that.
Yeah. I get some sweet tarts.
You do?
Well, not sweet tarts. Smarties.
I would say Smarties.
Smarties.
Yeah.
A little more chalkiness to them. I mean, not sweet tarts. Definitely the Smarties.
But it comes, that oakiness to me comes through.
Yeah.
And so it has a corn to it. It has that oakiness to it. To me, I don't know if this is just something that Wild Turkey has been a part of my bourbon life for so many years that it's just such a staple. And 101 is the staple for me. And
Well,
so,
I mean, I think once you find something that's sort of like it becomes like imprinted on you, so
yeah,
to speak, or it becomes sort of your bourbon identity.
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
you have your go-tos,
yeah,
and for you it's the 101 and
yeah.
the Wild Turkey 101, and they're it's good.
It's
It's really
good.
good.
And so, and with the 101, I'm pretty sure that I met Cotton Eye Joe one night with 101, and Brad Fleetwood was there, and I'm pretty sure Tony Napier might have been there. So yeah, Cotton Eye Joe came out, and we talked a little bit, and I was like, oh boy.
uh,
But yeah, I just never let it go.
so good. All right, so next we have
Oh, the
the
101 rye,
sibling, the Wild
his
Turkey
cousin.
101 rye,
Yeah.
sibling, cousin, whatever.
You know what's interesting?
This blows me away how they do this.
The nose is very similar.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't know
and
how
it
they pull
shouldn't
it off
be.
with the rye.
It shouldn't be.
But yeah, it's a very like if I had. I mean, the 101 bourbon maybe a little bit more sweetness on the nose, but at the
But
same
it's
time,
minimal.
if you
Yeah.
told me this was their 101
I believe
bourbon,
you.
I'd probably believe you.
Yeah.
And it drinks so much. It has so much similarities.
Very similar. It's for rye. It's very smooth.
Maybe a little less sweet than the bourbon.
Right. It's, and I think that the fact that it's a little less sweet makes it just a little. This sounds odd, but it's a little smoother.
Yeah, I would agree.
Um,
And it's surprising to me that it is a rye. I mean, I haven't looked up their rye mash bill, but to be called a rye, it's got to be at least 51%
correct.
rye
Hmm.
grain. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 51%.
Yeah,
Because, I mean,
correct. I wouldn't
because a
either.
lot of times a high rye, even a high rye bourbon, is going to come with a little bit more spice, a little bit more burn, if you will. This doesn't have any of that.
It really doesn't.
It's one of the smoothest ryes I've ever had.
It really. It's very smooth. It's unreal, and I don't know if
And again, it's budget.
it's budget.
I mean, what we're talking, like
Oh yeah.
23, give or
Yeah.
take.
Hmm.
The rye's probably a few bucks more, give or take.
Yeah.
But we're talking sub $30 for both of
Oh
these,
yeah.
and they're both phenomenal.
Phenomenal offerings. But it is amazing that the nose is so similar,
Hmm.
and and, it,
They know what they're doing.
and they know what they're doing. They have perfected this.
I mean, Jimmy Russell has been doing it for
227 years. I mean, that guy never ages. I mean, it's unbelievable to me.
Yeah. All right. What we got next? We got Russell's, right?
Russell's Reserve, the 10-year offering,
And this is readily available.
readily
too.
available, and this is at a lower proof. This is at 90 proof,
Okay.
and this is at not where these two are at 101. So,
Now sometimes they come out like single barrels and things
correct,
like that.
they do the Rick House
Yeah.
barrel, and so this though to me is for the price, is one of the best bourbons you can buy.
Okay. What are we talking price point wise?
Boy,
40?
40-ish,
Yeah.
yeah. And so
Actually,
for a 10-year bourbon,
this is not my bottle, but I think I just bought one recently, so I can probably
what did it go up to?
$42.99.
Yeah, for a 10-year bottle of Wild Turkey.
I mean, it's like we've done reviews of Old Forester and well, I was going to say Jim Beam, technically Jim Beam, Knob Creek, Heaven Hill, for Roses. What else did we do? I'm forgetting, but anyway, it's amazing to me that when you get into a brand, a particular distillery, they have nose things on the nose, things on the palate that just carry through their entire portfolio. So
yeah, that's true.
it is. I'm sure there's some art there. I'm sure it has something to do with they've been doing it for a long time. But it is amazing to me that it carries a lot of the 101.
Yeah, it really does.
But I'm getting some tobacco notes on this.
You
one.
do, and yeah. I don't know if it's the age, and I know the proof is lower, but I think it has to be the age.
I would guess.
Yeah.
Man, that's good.
That's good. I mean, and I can see the tobacco notes coming through
Yeah, they're there.
on the palate. Um, maybe almost with a.
There's some hints of vanilla, I think, too.
Yep, that's what it is. Yeah, it's vanilla. That's
It's not.
not overbearing. Um,
This is the 101 has sweetness to it, but I wouldn't call it overly sweet.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
It's not a Buffalo Trace sweet.
correct. Yeah, yeah.
This, um, there's really not a lot of sweetness in there at all, but I think that little bit of that vanilla that's in there makes it feel like it's supposed to be sweet, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the vanilla to me almost mellows out the tobacco.
Yeah.
It just kind of mellows it out. But to me, and this is one of my favorite 10 years. Now, I would take a good Eagle Rare if you had it, if you could find
don't.
it. Okay. But
I would love to do a Buffalo Trace distillery, but honestly, I can't find that much of the product, so that might be a different time.
But for a 10-year,
yeah,
$42, this is a great offering. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just solid. It's something that you can give to a novice bourbon drinker,
mm-hmm.
and they're going to go, and this is a 10-year. And so the misconception I think a lot is the older a bourbon, they're thinking, oh, it's harsh.
Right. Which can
be true. But this is the opposite of that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really, this is a lot more, and I know it's the proof down, but it is a lot more smooth than even the 101.
Oh.
And I can drink the 101.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I was going to make a comment on the proof. I think, I mean, if you offered me a pour, I'm a good guest. Of course, I'm going to accept your pour. But if you told me it was 90 proof, I might say, do you have anything with higher proof?
Yeah.
This one, I'm not like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they have single barrels and things like that at the Russells. I can't recall if I've ever had those, but I think that 90 proof is a real sweet spot for this.
Oh, I do too. Right? I mean, I think
and normally I wouldn't like lean toward a 90 proof drink.
They really perfected this one.
But that's pretty good.
This is
really
pretty
good.
solid. For the price point for a 10-year, I mean, this is a winner.
Yeah. All right. So the last in our lineup, this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
In fact, a buddy of mine the other day we were talking to him. Amanda and I were FaceTiming him. We might have had some whiskey. Or I did anyway. And he's like, "What should I have?" And he was like scanning through his collection, and he had an unopened rare breed. And like, go get that.
Immediately run.
Drink that.
Yeah.
He's like, I've never had it before. I'm like, well, then go drink it.
Yeah.
So this one is barrel proof and 116.8. Easy to find, really. Pretty easy. And the rye of the rare breed, so good too. And I think, I don't remember if I have the price tag on it here.
What is it, 120?
No, 160. It's right on your thumb.
Of course it is, 116.8.
116.8. I don't know how they get it every time, but I think it's always 116.8.
Yeah,
but I think it hovers around $60-ish if memory serves. This is one of my favorites.
That nose is just And so to me, it takes the good nose that I think that the Russell Sten has and
amplifies it. Amplifies it. And maybe it's the proof. I don't know.
It could be.
Because you could definitely tell there's a strong relationship here.
Yeah, but you have your oaky, your vanilla. It comes through with that.
I mean, you get the dessert-ish elements. You get the spice elements. You get the nice oak. And I don't remember if they specify the age on this. I'm not going to bore you all with the details here. But the nose it's really good.
It is outstanding.
All right.
See,
that's good.
That's really good. So to me, on top of the vanilla, there's a little bit of cinnamon there. For me.
Yeah.
And
there's a little bit of I don't usually like the minerality, mineral-y taste. There's a hint of it there, but not in a annoying way, right? It's kind of subtle. It's kind of it's in the background. It's not in the foreground. But yeah, cinnamon, vanilla, the oak comes through. I get a little bit of the mineral.
Yeah.
Um,
And I really like the elevated proof in this.
oh yeah, because I feel it.
I feel it. Yeah.
Like, it doesn't travel like now the rare breed rye, like that
It'll
coats your throat.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you know what you hit there. Yeah.
It's so good.
It is, and to me, as we went through this, each one gets a little better and a little better. And this rare breed to me is of the four we have on here. That rare breed just checks all the boxes.
That does.
It's one of the best bourbons that you can get out there for the money.
Yeah, and it's not like I thought rare breed hard to find. No, not true. You can find it. You can't find it everywhere, but it's pretty easy to find.
It's pretty easy to find.
Yeah. And it's so worth it. So worth it. Actually, all these are pretty easy to find.
Yeah, they are.
So bourbon makers, if you're out there, if you give like the chances that you've watched this deep into our videos, probably some to none. But if you're out there and listening and paying attention, make things that you make them available for people because we want to enjoy your product. We would even pay a little bit more if we could actually find them. Now we don't really want to pay secondary prices. Maybe I'm getting on a soapbox. Maybe we can save that for another time. But I don't know. I'm glad you've introduced me to the Wild Turkey.
Well, you hit on it, and I'll touch a base. I'll give my 2 cents. So the recent layoffs we've seen at bourbon distillers.
Yeah.
I was talking to one of my brother-in-laws the other day about this. I swear that secondary market, people are starting to say, I'm done with this.
Mm-hmm.
And so if the secondary market is drying up, the primary market is going to dry up, and you're going to lay off employees.
Yeah.
So make it readily available.
And then you don't need the secondary market.
Bingo.
Because you got two consumers right here. Two people are going to buy the stuff that you're putting out. We want the stuff you're putting out. We want the new release, this, that, whatever. We want that. So make it available to us.
Please.
Yeah. All right. I think we're just dipping our toe a little bit into the Wild Turkey, but I like it. So anything else on the Wild Turkey?
Not on Wild Turkey. I'll tell you something real quick that I ran into. I was at our local.
Like I'm getting a story.
Yeah, you're getting a story. And every small town in America has at least a Dollar General, if not more.
That is true.
So I had
in the South, it's way more.
A friend of mine, someone who definitely watches the videos, ran into me at Dollar General and asked me, I may not be able to find this whiskey on.
Oh yeah.
What can I get in place?
A substitute.
Yeah. We love those questions.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Whether you see us out in public or you hit us up on the Facebook channel or Facebook, Instagram, YouTube,
whatever.
Hit us up. Ask us questions. We will dive into this stuff. We'll answer the questions. We'll get back with you.
Right.
We love that interaction.
Absolutely. So, I mean, even the people that say you guys are drinking whiskey that tastes bad, why are you doing that? Everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah.
And drinking whiskey is a personal preference. And it just so happens that more times than not, Jamie and my palates seem to align with one another.
Really
but your palate's different. So drink what you enjoy.
How you enjoy it.
And how you enjoy it. I don't care if you put ice in it or Coke in it or whatever. Drink it neat. It's up to you. I mean, the thing about bourbon and rye whiskey is, well, in any whiskey for that matter, is just be responsible, have a good time, enjoy yourself. I don't know. Moments that I drink whiskey those are precious moments.
And I can really get entertaining for you, to be honest with you. But and we have a lot of special videos coming up for you guys. I mean, we need to dive into Canadian whiskeys, and there's a lot of stuff.
I know. I mean, with geopolitical matters, I don't know if we can get any Canadian whiskey, but we'll see.
We can find some. We can go on a covert operation.
do a trip, do a duty-free shopping.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a lot of things. I mean, it's an endless. I don't want to say it's endless, but for all intents and purposes, for Jamie and I, it's an endless journey we can explore. And we're going to keep taking our, twists and turns. But if you have some suggestions, we love the feedback.
We love it.
Chime in, let us know. So anyway, appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe,
Share.
share, tune in. We're trying to roll these out about 2 times a week. So, appreciate you coming back, and we'll talk to y'all again real soon.
Thank you.